Scrambled Eagles. Welcome back, Eagles family. This is season 3, episode 2.
Yeah, there we go.
We are your hosts, Jake Grijalva.
And Mario Rodriguez. And today we're going to be talking about my Mardi Gras trip.
Bro had the week of his life.
It was an amazing experience, and I think that you could probably tell from the last episode that I have way more energy and I'm a little bit more upbeat. I definitely needed it. Coming back home, like, I felt a lot better, and it was like a nice de-stressor from everything, especially since I haven't had like a trip like a vacation in like almost 2 years. And 2 years, that's a lot. That's 2 years of maybe constant stress. You know, that's like a lot of not work. Like, when I was in Louisiana, I just didn't think of anything on Long Island. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was really nice.
I'm happy you had your getaway. I wasn't there, but I was in spirit.
All right. Before we get to that one, let's talk about I have a story probably for like each day of that I was in Louisiana. Nice. The first night we get there, right? We get there around 11:30 p.m. to my friend Ariana's house. Also, shout out to Ariana, Elia, Kate, and Misha, because those girls, they really showed me the ways of Mardi Gras. But we got to Ariana's house, my friend that I was staying with, because she goes there for school. At 11:30, we get changed, and then we go to Bourbon Street, which is a very popular place. It's like kind of like Patchogue, but it's like for New Orleans. It's like bumping. It's just like bars and clubs just down the whole like street. Okay. Before we get there, she tells me and Stephanie, Stephanie's my friend who came along with me, that it's very known for pickpocketing, bro. And I'm like, beautiful. That's amazing to know, so I don't get pickpocketed. You know what I mean? I need my ID and I need my money. Yeah. So we're walking. We're it's going pretty good, going pretty smoothly. We're passing a couple streets though, and since the pickpocketing, I put my hands in my pocket, and I'm just like, there's no way they're gonna try me, right? Like, my hands are in my pockets. There's no way like that's the guy that we're gonna go after. I was wrong. They literally grabbed my hand while my hand was in my pocket.
Did you start swinging?
Not swing, like I did push him. I was like, back up. Yeah. Goodbye. I was like, what the fuck? And then another person tried to do it again. And I was like, y'all are annoying. Why do you keep doing this? Like, you see my hands in here? Like, you're not even trying. You're clearly not good at it. You're clearly not good at it. You're not trying that hard. You know? But Misha told me that once, like the first time she was on Bourbon, she lost her ID, her like wallet, her driver's license, like everything, and I felt so bad. But I just needed to make sure that wasn't me. Sorry, Misha.
I think if that happened to me, the first thing I would do is start freaking out like crazy. It's the first thing I would do.
I'd be like, I just got violated.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? On my person?
Dude, they're about to go like down the street and spend your entire credit card.
I know, but I brought so much shit. But when I go on trips, I bring so much cash too, because like sometimes, you know, like restaurants and bars, like the difference like of credit and using cash is like kind of great. It's like 5% sometimes. So I was like, no, let me just bring some cash. Also, like tips is usually what I paid with cash there too. But so I would have lost like $200 in cash, my credit cards, my ID. I don't know why I also brought my passport. I think it was just because like we got off the plane. It was still in my pocket. But oh my god, I wouldn't be able to get home without any ID, bro. I still need to travel back home.
That's true. That
would have been ass. Are you kidding me?
You flew there, right? Or you?
Yeah, I flew there. Oh
how was the flight?
It was good. It kind of tripped me out because I didn't realize Ariana didn't tell me that it was an hour going back. Like, we are an hour ahead from Louisiana.
Oh yeah, it's a different time zone.
Yeah, so all of a sudden, like, I wake up and it's like I go to sleep, I think around 9:30. I wake up, it's only like 10. But I feel like groggy. Like, I was like, bro, what? Yeah. But my phone like still has like New York time zone, and I was like, what? I was like, what is happening right now? I was getting tricked up, but I texted Ariana being like, are we in a different time zone?
That's happened to me before. I forget where I was, but it's like, especially if it's a few hours, it gets really weird because you start out and then it's like You get there and it's like the same time as it was when you left, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, because imagine like if it was it was a 3-hour flight. Well,
When I went, I think when I went to Mexico, I'm pretty sure they're also in a different time zone.
yeah.
So when I went there, what are they, like 2 hours? Are they like 2 hours behind us or something like that? I don't know. All I know is that I left my house, and like we got on the plane, and then when I got there, it was like the same exact time as when I left, and I was like, whoa.
How long was the plane ride?
I think like 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
I think.
4.5 hours.
But I was like,
oh, so they're 4 hours ahead.
I
Then.
was like 12. So
That's crazy.
I might not remember.
Well, you went to Mexico though, like 3 years ago, or in 2020.
Yes, I did, but
You just don't remember?
I didn't. It wasn't as profound at that point. Maybe because I knew about it, I didn't like pay attention to it. But when I was younger, I felt like I just like time traveled.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know, like when I was younger, I was like, "How is this possible?" I didn't really understand the concept of time zones too much. So
Oh, you just like teleported.
yeah, I was like, "Whoa!"
Gotcha. Oh
Went
my
through a
God.
vacuum.
No, yeah, but I did fly there. But so that's why I needed my passport and everything. So I don't know why I even brought all that. I should have just brought the money that I needed.
Was that your first time flying?
Oh no.
No. Oh, okay.
No.
Flying is way more stressful for me now that I'm older. I just want to say.
Flying is more stressful for me when I'm with somebody.
It's not even about that. I just, as I've gotten older, I've started to feel more uneasy being high above the ground.
Oh really?
Yeah. So.
Damn, I'm like ready to drop.
Well,
and
it's
I'm
not
like,
that bad.
I'm
It's
just
not.
kidding.
It's not
Just
like
kidding.
debilitating. It's not debilitating. I can still enjoy myself. But when I'm on a plane and I'm like several thousand feet in the air, and then I see the entire state like pretty much as like
That freaks you out? Now that you're
bit.
older?
a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Bit. I think the boundless wonder of a child kind of saved me from that fear. You know.
Okay. No, I think there was a bit of turbulence because it was like really foggy and windy when we were heading that direction. Like it was going lower, obviously, because it was a hotter temperature. But the winds were kind of picking up while we were leaving New York, and it was kind of turbulence. But I remember seeing a video of like this Jello theory of like no plane has ever crashed due to turbulence. Like the Jello theory is saying like imagine having a penny in a Jello, putting it shaking it up, and you see how like the penny doesn't really move because it's being pushed all four sides because of the Jello. That's the same thing with an airplane. Like no matter what, like air is being pushed. At all directions, even during turbulence.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so if there's been a crash, it's always been due to a mechanical error
That's interesting.
or a technical error by a pilot.
That is very interesting.
You know, it eased my worries by a lot.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? If I felt turbulence, I'm like,
I'm not. I can't fact check that. I feel like it may be called a theory for a reason. I don't know. I feel like if you hit like. I feel like if you're flying, right, and you get pushed really hard in one direction, I feel like that could, like, do some damage, you know?
but I don't think that would like if it was the wind is that bad. I think they would like calculate that before they started flying. You know what I mean?
True.
They would reroute or some shit.
Did you see that video that was circulating around, like, Instagram and TikTok? They were recording on a plane that was experiencing turbulence, and it like had really bad turbulence to the point where all the passengers flew out of their seats and hit the top of the plane, and like the flight attendant was walking around.
Yes,
Even though they had said to sit because of the turbulence, the flight attendant was walking around, and the cart that she was pushing like flew up with them, and it like poured boiling water all over passengers, and they like got like severely burned.
Elia and Kate, they both were telling me that they were on a flight that was so bad that people were legit making like voice memos and voice calls like for the loved ones just in case. It was that bad.
That's scary, dude.
Yeah.
That is scary.
It was terrifying.
That reminds me of something, and this is like totally irrelevant. I just need to like get this out there. Why is there a new angle of 9/11 dropping every single day?
New what?
Angle of 9/11. I go on like Instagram and like Twitter and TikTok. I kid you not, every single day I see a brand new angle. A brand new angle.
Okay.
It's just fascinating to me how many of them are like coming out now, and all the comments are like, "Babe, wake up! New 9/11 angle dropped."
What? I don't. Whoa. I'm not on that. So, but I've seen like
maybe it's just the side of
every anniversary. I have seen like new videos come up, which is interesting because it's been so many years.
I wonder if they're like being found or if people like just never uploaded them until now. You know what I'm saying?
Because that could be really personal. Because they still like if they were that close, that's still traumatizing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. A lot of them were so
wouldn't-
close. I was like, are those people like? Did they just like find it? Or are those
True.
people still alive?
Interesting.
Like,
But before we get distracted, I do want to go back to
right.
Nigeria.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's okay.
just had to point it
I
out.
appreciate you sharing. But during the same night, we went to the first bar, and there was this stage where like girls can go up dancing or whatever. And we go to the balcony so we can throw beads out and whatever. And we come back. We start dancing again. I buy everyone a shot, and all of a sudden, Ariana is missing. And I'd be like, where the fuck is Ariana? She's the smallest one.
Yeah, that's never a good
She
thing.
is the smallest one. Where did she go?
I'm assuming she was okay because...
Oh, she was more than okay.
Oh, boy.
Ready?
Okay.
There's a reason why I brought up the stage, okay?
Before you say this, is she comfortable with you sharing
Yeah.
story?
I
Okay.
promise.
All right.
Nothing too crazy.
Okay.
But Elia literally points up, and I'm like, huh? I look up, and she's on the stage, and she's like dancing, and I'm like,
How big was that stage that you had to like?
It wasn't crazy big, but it was like, it was a good size.
She climbed up the stage.
No, it's like there's a stairs on. She showed me where she went up, but she asked the security guard that's blocking it. She was like, "Can I go up?" And she was like, and then she went up, and then we just saw her there, and it was so cool.
Can anybody go up? Like, why is there
I
a
think
security
so.
guard blocking it?
Well, no, I
Do you
think
have
you
to,
have to
like,
ask.
pay?
I think you have to ask the security guard.
Why would you say no though? If there's too many people, I guess?
Yeah. Like chill, like maybe or like.
Oh, because I guess if there's too many people,
there's
people
also
are gonna start like pushing
people are
each
kind of
other.
close to the DJ too from that, so like maybe to protect him as well.
Yeah, I feel like also if there's too many people, they'll start like pushing each other off, and
Yeah,
people are gonna, like, fall
exactly.
and
So
get
there's
hurt.
like a
Right.
max of like maybe 3 or something.
Right.
But it was just funny because she was up there and she was like, and I'm just like, what? It was really funny. The second day, my first parade, low key a little trashy, but that's okay. You know what I mean? Like it was day like 5 of Mardi Gras.
Yeah, I mean
festivities.
you're gonna see a lot of people there.
But this one was like I went to other parades, but this one was like
Oh, particularly trashy.
Yeah, they're like because they were like what do you call them? They're like their party.
This doesn't help me much.
No, I know. I'm sorry. Like they throw it up in the trees.
Confetti? No.
You-
Don't up in the tree. Tinsel?
Is it tinsel?
Like the shit that goes on Christmas trees? Like the
Kind of. They're like it's like string, but it's not a string.
silly string?
It's like for like parties.
Trying to find this out.
Yeah, I don't. Gosh, it's like on the tip of my tongue.
Oh,
Fuck.
like streamers?
Yeah, streamers. Oh my god, thank you.
I got it.
They were
I got
streamers,
it.
but like
I
they
got
were
it.
white, so they kind of look like toilet paper.
They were just paper.
Yeah, so
Not
it's
even
like,
streamers. They weren't even like.
No, they were definitely streamers because of you could see like
They
the
had, like, a
thickness
film.
of it. Yeah. But like I was like, that kind of looks like toilet paper up in those trees. So it was
Not gonna lie, I probably would like it better if it was toilet paper.
interesting.
Used. Sorry.
Interesting.
No, I was lying.
I was
I
like,
was
I
lying.
don't
That's
know
a joke, guys. Don't take that
No.
the wrong way. I
No,
don't have
it was
any
good,
sort
though.
of.
It was fun. I was shaking my hands for some streamers. Nothing else. I keep it classy. You hear me? I'm a man.
What does that mean? What
Well,
else?
in Mardi Gras, there's like this thing where like you
Like,
flash your boobs for beads.
I don't.
That's mostly on Bourbon Street though. That's not really parade.
I don't think you've got like boobs to flash though.
Whoa.
I'm so.
Whoa. I was like, whoa.
I'm
That kind
sorry.
of hit me, dog.
I'm so. I mean, did
I've
you
been working
try
out.
it?
I've been trying.
Did you like?
No, I did not flash anybody.
I mean, okay, because I was just curious if you
no
did.
one, nobody that I mentioned flashed anyone.
If you but if you did, I wonder if they'd still give you beads even though you don't have any.
Oh,
boobs.
probably, yeah.
You
But
think so?
probably, like what I'm saying is like that's like a known thing.
Are there like?
But that's on Bourbon Street,
Yeah.
not
Right.
anywhere else.
I don't know if I can like say this on social media. Are there like workers of the intimate on in the streets?
No, I don't.
You don't think so?
I didn't see any. So
I feel like that would be a thing.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to the parade.
I just feel like with that many people there, I feel like there's like some people that are just like.
I think there's probably like certain like buildings for that, but I
maybe
did not care for it. I was there to party.
Hey man, I'm just asking because I haven't been there. I'm trying to like picture the scene in my head.
No, yeah, but like what I'm saying though, like I was a whore for beads, but I didn't flash anything.
I was a whore for beads.
Oh yeah, bro. I was.
What
like,
about
necklace beads?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? What about what?
I'm just curious as to what the fascination of collecting beads is. Is that like a thing?
No, so Mardi Gras is based when like the French came over and claimed the land. Mm-hmm. Like this is like centuries before like I think the United States.
And the beads are like their thing.
So before it was gold. Before it was like jewelry, throwing it out to.
So now they just use beads to pretend because it's cheaper.
Oh yeah,
right. Are you
kidding me? Okay. Way cheaper.
All right, I understand now. I was confused about the beads.
Yeah. And it was really fun. And then we went to some frats and a bar. Bar because the frats down there, they're actual frats compared to like up here.
Trashy.
No, in Long Island they're not allowed. So
they're like gross on Long Island.
Well, they're not even allowed on Long Island. They're just like supposed. They're like
but they're houses. They're there.
No, they're houses, but they're not frat. Wait, sorry. They're houses. They're not frat houses.
I think it's just people who want to have a frat house pretending to have a frat house. And
yeah.
a
It's
big
like
party.
nothing. It's just like a regular house, but like those houses over there were crazy. There was like a whole concert back there or something.
Hey,
it was crazy. But the one that we went to was just like a nice inside where we were just partying. I was on a table at one point. I was like,
hey,
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Then. What was the third day? Oh, the third day.
Is that the day?
Yeah, but I'll start. Right. There's a lot more that happened. We went to a parade. I saw Neil Patrick Harris. Yeah, dude, it was so cool.
I talked to him? That. You talked to him?
No, but he was on the parade, but he was throwing beads. I think one of my friends caught a bead.
It
was so cool to see him there. How much your mother, Neil Patrick Harris? Are you kidding me?
Undeniably based.
He was right there. I was like, oh my god.
Neil Patrick Harris is goated.
Yeah.
What a beautiful man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have been so honored to see him IRL.
If I caught a bead from him, a necklace bead, are you joking?
I would have licked it.
I would have just never given it up.
Yeah, that's the normal thing.
Because one day I'll meet him, I'll be like, see this? You gave it to me in New Orleans.
You're the reason I kept going.
Yeah, but I didn't get one.
These beads that you gave me.
But I did get Kate got a good video. But I also got a video, but it wasn't as good. But I used her video on my Instagram post.
Based.
Mm-hmm. The floats were really beautiful though. Like they were so big and so light and colorful. It was just an amazing experience, and it's super funny because you're just constantly like, "Give me beads, please." It's like we're like little children. Like
I could imagine being on the float and just looking out and seeing everybody just like beads.
Beads. It's so funny, and it's so funny because you could be on the street right in front of the parade, or you can be on the sidewalk that's a little further, or like layers to it. But that was fun. And then I went to my first ever rave, which was crazy.
Where was it? Was it like
it was at the Metropolitan down there. It's just like a giant stadium. It's like a club. It's a nightclub.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it was so much fun. Oh my god, it was like the music and the people.
Was there like a DJ or was it? Yeah, I mean,
yeah, of course.
It's a rave.
That's what we're going there for the DJ. Right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was.
I don't know
cool.
why I said that. Like there would be like regular live.
Have you seen like edits on YouTube where like you see like a high speed like version of a song and there's like type shit and there's like a nice background. That's what it is, but it was giant screens.
Yeah, were there like lasers and shit? Hopefully.
Yeah. There was also like fog machines and shit.
Damn, so you got to see like that movie type shit rave.
No, yeah, like it was like so like it was crazy.
Yeah.
I was dressed up in a Galaxy outfit, pretty fire fit.
Hey.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. And then we did.
Where did this come from? This just like flew down from the heavens. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry.
Actually, I don't know where it came from either. I didn't see it.
Like it spawned. It spawned.
You'll see it when you're editing it.
It spawned in right in front of me. Like
That's so funny.
And it was pink. What
Yeah.
in here is pink?
Oh yeah. Wait. What?
It was pink fuzz.
Oh. Okay. Maybe you just had it on before and just like finally came off. You just didn't realize.
Must have been on me for a long ass
We'll
time.
see. We'll see.
I ain't worn anything pink in a while. That's crazy.
But oh yeah, so after the rave, we had to stay up for Tequila Sunrise, which is where we all like all the where we stayed at. Everyone stayed up and partied until fucking sunrise. But I bought my first spike ball, and wow, those are dangerous. Like I didn't get too wasted or anything, but it was I obviously had a good amount to drink. I went to Mardi Gras because it was my first like trip as a 21-year-old, and I thought it would be like the perfect way to start my 50 state journey. And I already had a couple drinks, but the spike ball, that was a lot, you know. And then it was funny because everybody wanted some, so I was just pouring it into random people's mouths.
They're like kind of big, no, down there.
Well, the one that I bought was giant. You can
They
buy
have
those
different
too
sizes?
here. Yeah. There's like a green small one, and I believe there's a red larger one.
Oh,
And the one that I got was the red larger one because we had like a couple hours until sunrise anyways.
right.
But it was a nice like bonding experience to the people around me because I was just pouring it in their mouths because they were like, and then they were like, they were showing me their drink and they're like, because everyone's like yelling and dancing and shit. So I was like, yeah, sure. So I kept pouring it in everybody's mouth. But Misha got really tired, obviously for good reason. We were up all night, but I was still partying. Ariana says that she was gonna take Misha home. And I was like, okay, word. I'll head home with Stephanie. But Stephanie actually went with them. So I was actually all by myself. And I didn't realize until like an hour and a half later, which is actually... I don't know why I realized that late into it. She was gone.
Yeah, you were just vibing.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Not a care in the world.
Yeah, I met this guy named Dagan from Spain. He had a friend named Lucas from Spain as well, or Mexico. Tuva from Norway. Sabrina from Denmark, I believe. And I was just partying with them, but then I realized Stephanie was gone. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, wait, do I remember?
Did you start like bugging out? Like
I didn't start bugging out. I was like, I don't think I know how to get home.
Hmm.
Like they left me and they didn't I don't know their address like off the top of my head. So, but I was still like chill, but then everyone else wanted to go home. And then I asked Sabrina and Tuva if they could take me home and get their Uber there because they couldn't get the Uber where we were at because it was like so busy. So just walk home with me and you can get the Uber there. But this is where Jacob's story.
I will give my part of the story, and then he can explain after. Because I think it's better if you hear mine without the context, so that you know how I felt.
Yeah.
It's a cold winter morning, 8 a.m.
in New York.
In New York, for me. I get a text message from Mario. It just says help. That's it. It just says help. And I know he's in Mardi Gras, right? I know that he may be in a particularly precarious situation. So I text him back like a good friend should, and I ask him if he's okay. I'm like, yo, you good? And a few hours go by, and nothing. So I text him again, and I'm like, yo, dog, you can't just say help and then not answer me if you can. I mean, what do I do? So I started asking around my pals and my family. I was like, guys, do I call the fucking police right now? like, should I call emergency services at the moment? And my girlfriend, Ev, you guys know her. She has his location on iMessage and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I asked her, I was like, yo, you need to tell me his location because I need to make sure he's alive right now. And we checked his location, and then we checked it again after like 15 minutes, and he was in like the same place.
Because I think
He's in the same spot.
I
Oh my god, my dryer's been on this whole time. Sorry guys if you heard that. It just turned off. But yeah, 15 minutes go by and he's in the same spot. So I'm concerned that he's being held hostage somewhere where, something's happening to him. And I was bugging out. So I texted his friend. I texted Ari. And I was like, listen, I don't know what you're doing, but Mario texted me and he just said, help. Like, let me know if he's okay. Let me know if you're okay. Right? And she texted me back before he did. And she said to me eventually she said to me, yeah, Mario's okay. He just got really drunk and
I wasn't crazy drunk, but I just.
This is just what she said. Take this with a grain of salt, because this is just what she said to me. She actually, you know what?
Yeah, just.
I'm pulling up the receipts.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up the receipts because it was hysterical what she said to me. Actually, it made me laugh out loud. She said, hey, yes, we were all so drunk and he got a little sick, but he's all good. He's sleeping now. And and then I felt better because I understood, but. For the record, if I would say if you're not in desperate need of immediate assistance, I wouldn't advise texting your friends help and then not answering them for hours. I'm not saying it was your fault.
No, it definitely was.
Well, I mean, you forgot. You forgot.
No, but in the moment, I was just like, oh my God, I want my best friend.
It's because he didn't.
I was lost.
It's because he just said he didn't know how to get home.
Oh, yeah, I was lost. And I was like, fuck. And I was obviously drinking, in a new state. And like, I think we've discussed this prior in an episode where when you're in a new environment, you can tend to feel a bit more of the alcohol, because it's like more.
Well, you're already a little uneasy, and there's a lot of there's a lot of visual stimulation.
Yeah, exactly. So it was probably that. So I definitely was drunk, and but I wasn't wasted, thankfully, and I still got home.
Safe and sound.
But shout out to Tuva and Sabrina, because I don't think without them I would have made it. But I realized after just going down an angle and then going straight the whole way, I made it. And then I was actually pretty proud of myself for even making it, because I know a lot of people wouldn't have memorized the pathway from the bar to their house.
I mean, you clearly weren't that wasted if you could, like, if you remembered how to get back.
I wouldn't even say that I was wasted. You know, I genuinely. I was just drunk, honestly.
But for me, this instilled quite a bit of fear.
Oh, to be fair, he did just wake up because, like, he's starting his work day.
Yeah, again, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. I'm about to get ready for work.
Yeah.
And I wake up to Mario. I wake up to the text of him saying, help.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I actually, you had me thinking about it for a few days, too. Because my
That's
concern,
a Roman Empire now.
My concern was that I didn't take appropriate action, and in my head I was like, "Dude, what if he was getting like fucking killed or something?" I was like, "What if he's like?"
But don't you feel like good that like I thought about you?
Of course, of course. I'm happy that I was your but. I just think like if somebody else were to give me advice on what to do in that situation, I guarantee they would have said call the cops. I guarantee they would have said call the cops. Probably.
Good. Well, I'm glad that you did it.
Okay, but that's what I'm
glad you didn't.
Well, okay, because I thought about that at the moment. I was going to. I was like this close. But then I thought about it and I was like, all right, let's think about Mario here for a second. I was like, if Mario was actually in trouble, I think he's logical enough to, if he could reach his phone, not text me out of all the people he could contact.
Yeah.
Right? And also, knowing Mario, sometimes he can be a little random. Right? So I just thought maybe it was just one of those moments where, I mean, I guessed right. I was like, maybe he just doesn't know where he is right now. You know, maybe he's a little lost somewhere, and that's.
You know, it wasn't even like a long pondering thought. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know where I am. I don't know how to get home.
Or just autopilot texting me.
Yeah, basically. But thankfully, like I'm not a messy drunk. I'm a very coherent person when I'm drinking. So I was still pretty good, obviously, because I made it home
Right.
to a random house that I stayed at for 2 days.
I have to say, I was very thankful that you were okay. I want you to know that.
Yeah, like when I woke up, I had like 10 missed messages from him and like 3 like calls.
He texted me back, and he was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
It was like at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
I woke up like at 3:30.
He said, he texted me at 4:46 p.m. Actually, I don't even know. Yeah, so the last text I sent him was at 10 a.m.
Wait, can you say the messages that you sent though? Because
yeah. I'll just read the situation.
yeah.
Okay, so it was actually a little later than 8 o'clock, 9:48 in the morning. He texted me. He said, help.
9:48.
Yeah, actually.
Wait,
I thought it was earlier too.
No, but it was
8 o'clock for you.
Yeah, okay, that makes way more sense. I was like,
so
wait,
9:48
what?
for me. He said, help. I said, what? You.
That's weak.
He said help. I said, what? You good? And then 2 minutes passes. I said, dog. And then 8 more minutes passed. I said, Mario, you gotta answer me, dude. And then at 1:30 p.m., he texted me. He said, and I had a little bit of trouble reading this because it was barely English. But he said, yes, I'm sorry, Jacob. Jacob is a common name down here as well. Instead of saying common, though, he said common, as in Comin. He said, and he spelled my name twice and spelled it wrong both times.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, how did I spell it?
You said, I'm sorry, Jacob, as in Jecob. And then you said Jacob, and this was obviously a typo, but JWCOB is a common name down here as well. And then I texted him at 2:54 after I saw it. I said, LMAO, you're good. And then at 4:46, it was like he didn't even like remember texting me at 1:30. He goes, bro, I just woke up.
Wait, what time?
At 4:46 p.m. for me, so that was like 3:40 for you.
Yeah.
He said, bro, I just woke up. I am genuinely so fucking sorry for texting you help. And I said, it's okay. LOL.
Honestly, listen, it was Mardi Gras. That's what happens in Mardi Gras, you know what I mean?
Listen, that whole scenario is definitely something that I'm probably like never going to forget. Like, that's one of those stories that I find so funny. I'm probably going to be telling like my kids that.
But like
when I have kids, I'm going to be like, guys, Uncle Mario, one time he went to Mardi Gras. Got lost in the street. I'm going to be telling my kids that story.
No, I'm glad, honestly. And Ariana, honestly, shout out to you, girl, because she was texting me while I was walking there, because I was telling her that I think I remember. Mm-hmm. And then, thankfully, honestly, like I said.
Wait, damn, why did she take so long to answer me then? She could have told me you were okay earlier. Well, you know, Ari, I appreciate you looking after my boy, but you had me stressing for mad long.
Oh, wait, how long did she...
oh, my God. All right, so if I texted you at 9:48, let's see
how... Oh, she was honestly... She didn't want to say that I was okay, probably until she knew I was actually okay.
So Mario texted me at 9:48, and she responded to me at 12:49, which means I was worried about Mario for 4 hours before I figured out whether or not he was okay. If you ask anybody in my house, my parents, I think Eva was here. No, she wasn't here. But my parents, actually, no, she was here, and then she left. I was pacing around my house.
You're just like, there's no way. Like, my best friend's literally dead in Louisiana right now.
Bro, I was literally playing the scenario in my head. I was like, what am I going to tell the podcast? I was like, I'm going to have to make a video being like, guys, I gotta take it on my own now. I gotta keep the show alive in his memory.
Oh no, absolutely.
I was like, what do I even do?
Use me for clout. At that point.
Are you
kidding me? I just caused you pain.
I was running through all the negative scenarios in my head, and yeah, I was just like, how. This is a joke. I was like, how am I gonna utilize this for clout? my first thought, how am I gonna milk this?
No, milk it for sure. Use it for clout. Absolutely.
Yeah?
I think you and me both discussed this though already. That if one of us passed away, we're gonna continue, but we're gonna use.
I think I said this on the podcast before that if I pass away, then like I hope that my music becomes like more well known after I pass away.
I'm gonna release the unreleased songs.
Yeah, only because I passed away.
Yeah. Okay. Word.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I don't have many unreleased songs
Fuck it,
because
right?
I have that problem, like I told you before, where I announce the thing before the thing comes. So I'm making things for it before.
Of course.
Yeah.
I get that. But honestly, what happens in Mardi Gras, it clearly doesn't say Mardi Gras because I'm saying it on the podcast.
Clearly doesn't stay.
But honestly, it was truly one of the best experiences of my life. Like, I was safe. You know, I was like on a college campus.
Right.
Like,
right.
it was near a college campus.
I'm happy that you had a good time, and that's what's most important to me. I'm happy that I got to experience it. In hindsight, at the moment, I definitely was not happy. I was very nervous. My dad was so funny, too, because I told my dad, and he was like, wow, he probably, like, just woke up, and he was probably, like, in bed with a dude. And I was like, what?
What?
That was my dad's first instinct.
What?
That was my dad's first
What
instinct.
does that even
He goes,
mean?
He goes,
what?
I was like, Dad, Mario texted me help, and he goes, Did he like wake up in bed with a dude or something and didn't know how he got there? I was like, what?
What?
I was like, that's a first instinct. That's a first instinct.
No.
Guys, I just want to say also, don't start joshing on my dad or hating my dad now. He's just a funny guy.
No,
right?
yeah. Me and him have a really good relationship.
He'd just be spouting jokes.
Yeah, me and
they
him
love
have a really
they
good
love each
relationship.
other.
Yes. That is mad weak.
It's funny that was like what he defaulted to. Not is he okay?
No,
I think he knows you enough.
Because he knew that I was genuinely just probably like joshing around.
Yeah. He knows you well enough to know that you were probably holding your own just fine.
Yeah.
So his first instinct wasn't, is Mario okay? Nah, did he wake up in bed with somebody?
He's so funny. No, oh my god. Honestly, shout out to everybody. I really bonded with Ariana and her roommates, dude. That trip, and Stephanie, of course.
Dude, you better never take me for granted though, because I was about to send a rescue team, fucking SEAL Team 6, over to come rescue your ass.
I don't think. You know, I just realized. I don't think Kate or Misha knows this, or Elia. So
this happened.
Yeah,
I didn't even tell them.
I told them about the podcast. No, only Ariana, I think, and Stephanie know.
All right, well, they're about to find out.
Yeah, so I told them about the podcast. I'm gonna send them when this episode releases.
They're about to find out.
But yeah, honestly, it was a great experience. You know, it's Mardi Gras, it's a festival. Like I'm not upset with the fact that I didn't hold back.
Lots of beautiful people there.
Yeah, lots of beautiful people there. It was
lots
a lot of fun.
Culture.
A lot. Yeah. Yeah, it was culture. The South, you know. It was a whole different vibe. But we did go to this one restaurant. It was called the Cornetta. Trash.
Damn.
No, it was such a bad experience.
Wow, they're never going to sponsor us, but
it's a local restaurant, so I don't care.
Yeah. Damn, wow. You guys got to do better. He's calling you out right now. And you know what? This guy's a foodie. He'd been going around and be eating places.
The sandwich
all the
was good. But the service was genuinely like so awful.
Out them right
and
now.
I'm pretty patient when I'm working fast food. Like I will never complain or like ever. But it just the checks kept messing up and we had to wait like an extra hour after we were done. And then we talked to the manager and he was also just bad.
Wow.
Yeah, like they didn't know how to handle anything correctly and it wasn't good.
See, this is why I love living here, because bro just spouted out a Google review, a 1-star Google review on the podcast, and nobody can do anything about it. You guys, bad service. Be better.
No, yeah, be better. It was also post all the festivities. Make that clear. To make that clear, it was
the Mardi Gras festivities were over.
Yeah,
already?
This was like Wednesday or Thursday. Like it was already over.
Wow.
So they had no good excuse.
Dude, I'm just thinking about this now. Are the streets like trashed after? I'm assuming like
it's been like centuries of them doing this, so they have like a protocol where they have like a giant machines where like the ones with the Swift, like the cleaners, where it's like picking up everything from the ground.
Yeah.
They're prepared for it. It was done like that every night.
You mean a vacuum?
What do you mean? Like the truck? Well, you know the giant trucks with like the sweepers?
Oh, like the circular ones that be spinning.
I believe those are the ones they use, but every night,
okay.
Like the locals told me. Oh yeah, I spoke to a lot of people. Like I became friends with so many strangers. Which
That's
is dope.
what you got to do.
I'm like a talkative person too. But we were tonguing it up. And thankfully, because locals always told us about where we should go, what things we should do. Also at a rave, that's really important because like you're getting bumped into people. So if you have like a good stranger connection, like you have each other's backs now, which we thankfully did. But it was lots of fun. I would definitely recommend it. And if any of you have questions about my experience in Mardi Gras, comment down below.
There were like literally 20 clippable moments in just you telling us on Mardi Gras.
It was, dude, there's a lot that I couldn't say either.
It's all right, man. Listen, some things that happen in Mardi Gras do stay in Mardi Gras. That's it. But speaking of like trips, and I'm happy you had a good time in yours, but Mari and I are looking forward to our own little thing.
Because like I said before, me and Jacob, well, like we're not doing all of them together, but we're trying to do them some together that we have like the 50 state bucket list.
I've already been to a lot of states, so
good for you. This is my 5th.
Oh,
I completed.
I think I've been to like 4 or 5 too.
Yeah, like I didn't realize until like Ryan started telling me. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
It's not. Wow. I need to get this show on the road.
Well, I want all of like Mario's friends that are watching to be jealous right now because we got our own little thing and you guys are not fucking invited. Okay, you guys are not invited.
But that's also like you should say that to our friends too because they're not invited.
Yeah, you guys aren't invited.
This is a bros trip, a bonding trip.
We're going to see the nation's capital.
We're going to DC, and between those, we're going to Virginia and Maryland, which I'm really excited about.
In the car.
Thankfully, honestly, I'd prefer
road
to do that
tripping.
anyways.
I love road tripping. I can't stand when people dislike road tripping. Well, I mean, okay, I shouldn't say it like that. Everyone's entitled to feel how they want to. I don't understand it, though, because, like, isn't half the fun of going on a trip seeing everything on the way? Like,
yeah.
There have been trips where I've just seen, like, giant things in the middle of nowhere that I just stop and have to look at, you know?
I agree. I completely agree.
But we're going to get, like, an Airbnb. We're going to hang out, chill.
We're going to be in D.C., the majority of the... He has allergies. He's about to sneeze.
Maybe not. It can't... It's like right there. All right, we're good.
Okay.
We're probably gonna cuddle a little bit.
What's that? What? We're gonna say in DC.
We're getting a one bed Airbnb. We're gonna like.
Oh, word.
Can I be Little Spoon?
Sure.
I enjoyed being Little Spoon.
But also, you said last time that we're not cuddling, so we're getting 2 beds. That's what you said. That's what you said.
You don't want to cuddle with me?
No. That's what you said.
Okay, but if I change my mind, would you want
to? Yeah, I guess. It can't be every night. I'm not when we sleep, like I'm not a cuddle person. I don't like touching someone when I'm sleeping.
Okay, but we both already established that we both don't wear socks. So
what? Oh, we did.
Wouldn't it be? Yeah, that was our most popular video ever. What do you mean?
On Instagram,
yeah. Yeah, wouldn't it be neat if like our feet were rubbing together? You ever do that when you're sleeping? Okay, hold up. This is another question I gotta ask. This is to the public too. This is for you guys too. When you're sleeping, do you ever rub your feet together to make them warm?
No,
I have
the sensation of being cold.
I have the weirdest thing, and I don't. Yeah, I like being cold too. It's like instinct for me. I naturally, when I go to sleep, I just be rubbing my tootsies together. I don't know why. I just be rubbing them, and my brother does it too.
Oh, interesting.
My brother does it too.
Did you ask your dad if he does it?
No, he doesn't like me. Maybe not enough to ask him about his feet.
Really?
I can ask him about a lot of things, but I think his feet may be off limits.
Oh, okay, that's fair. You know, I hate feet too.
Really?
Yeah, I hate feet, dude.
If you had a girlfriend and she like just got her nails all done and like pretty, would you like kiss her little toes?
What? No.
Oh.
What? Would you? If Evie got her nails done, would you kiss her feet?
I mean, if she asked me to, maybe.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fair. That's 5 years, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be like sulking on him, dog, but
Like,
Ew. Why? That sound effect made it way worse because I just thought of it happening.
because that's
in
like
my head.
that was a realistic sound.
Yeah. How did
No,
you know?
No, relax.
How do you know?
Relax.
How do you know that's
Relax
realistic?
yourself. But
I was like, please don't do this to me.
literally, like, you better cut that out. I'm so serious. I'm letting y'all know there's gonna be a portion that's gonna be cut out, and you're like, what happened?
Yeah, he's letting you guys know right
I'm
now.
forcing him to cut it out because I do not want it to be a part of it.
All right.
And then, well, the DC trip is gonna be Cinco de Mayo, which we're really excited. We're gonna be seeing our friend Logan down there, who lives down there because he graduated. Apparently,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I
I thought
was super smart.
No, he's been super smart. Was he valedictorian in your class?
No.
He was up there though. He was definitely top of the class. So, top 10 maybe.
This girl, I believe this girl Isabel was valedictorian in my class.
Gotcha.
I believe.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see Logan. He lives down there, so he's gonna give us an array of options to do stuff.
I hope that the taco scene in DC is on point because Cinco de Mayo, I love that holiday.
It's a city. We could definitely find a good Mexican place.
I'm sure. I'm just saying, like, I kind of like want to eat out of like a food truck too.
Ooh, I'm down for that.
Taco food truck.
It's gonna be kind of warm and nice too, so it'll be like a good trip.
Yeah.
We're going to Six Flags too in Maryland,
mm-hmm.
and then we're going to the caverns.
Yeah, that cave
in
thing.
Virginia,
mm-hmm.
and then we're going to a cemetery because it's free, and it looked really nice. And when I looked up on Google things to do, apparently this cemetery is actually a nice.
This was entirely Mario's idea.
Okay, but it was because on Google they recommended to go here because it was actually a beautiful atmosphere and like a really big, well-known cemetery.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, you could take me anywhere. You could just tell me we're going somewhere and I'll go. Mm. I did find it a little alarming at first when he pulled it up on Google and he goes, "Yo, look, it's a cemetery. Let's go there." I was like, "What are we like?"
That's where you're gonna bury me. Actually, the trip's gonna end with you just burying me.
Oh my god! What am I gonna like? What do you think I'm gonna do to you on the trip? That I'm gonna have to bury you?
Yeah.
Or do you think you're gonna like?
Hey, listen, Mardi Gras was crazy. DC is only gonna get crazier, right, bro.
Dude, hold on. You can't be dying on me though.
No, out of nowhere, I start missing in the streets. I text you help again. That's terrifying, actually.
Mario, if I am there, and you text me help, I'm driving in my car and I'm scaling all of DC in 3 seconds.
Well, I'm gonna open my my location for you now.
At least by the time we get there.
Because clearly, when I'm drinking, I like to text you. So.
Hey, man, I appreciate that you think of me when you're indulging.
Of course.
I appreciate that.
I feel like I don't know. I'm thankful for that, I guess, because you and me have had like really well talks. You know. So yeah. I think that's nice. I also think that you're like the perfect person to bond with on these road trips. Mm-hmm. So, are you excited for your birthday trip?
I am. I'm going to the Dominican Republic for my birthday, and I'm bringing all the homies. Mm-hmm. We're all going. We're all going to be on the plane together,
including your mom and dad.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be able. I mean, Mario's not going. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. Mm-hmm. I wish he could come, but. It's gonna be super fun. There's gonna be lots to do. It's a little expensive, and I'm proud of all my homies for pulling through. Clearly, they've been doing some saving and some financial management, and I gotta say, we're a pretty prosperous group for some young adults. All right, we're doing good for ourselves here. Mm-hmm. All the homies are pulling up to the function.
It's funny because the only people that you had to cover were your parents.
Yeah, I'm not trying to out my parents,
but it's not that they're financially irresponsible. I'm just saying it's just funny that it has so happened to be them.
Yeah, okay, so I'll explain. I'm not going to go too in depth because this is my finances here. I saved a certain amount because I was expecting people to need assistance with their deposits because it was very expensive, and I let them know on very short notice, which is the thing. I wasn't expecting any of them to be financially unstable, but I had notified them about the deposit with like literally 2 weeks notice or 1 week notice. So I was expecting to have to cover for a lot of them. To my surprise, all the homies, money bags over here, they all pulled through, which I mean,
I feel like we've always been like that though.
Yeah, I mean that's awesome. But my parents, my parents have a lot more financial responsibilities than the rest of us.
They still have 3
And
kids.
also they have to pay for my sister who's coming with us because my sister's way too young to be working and stuff. So
Imagine you guys left her here.
I mean, I was thinking about it.
Dang.
No, only because
which is kind
like,
of understandable though.
only because like
That's your 21st birthday. You're going all out. I get it.
yeah, like
What is she gonna do? Actually, yeah, medicine. What are you
my
gonna
dad will
do?
hang out with her. My dad will hang out with her. My dad loves her,
True.
like to the point where
That's definitely the favorite, but that's like typical because my dad's favorite is definitely my little
she gets
sister.
treated very different than the rest of us.
Nice.
I call it a little bit of child discrimination.
Oh yeah, you've discussed this. I think
It's all
on
good.
the podcast.
It's all good. I don't need him.
You're like just wiping away the tears.
I don't need him.
Yeah, but I think it'll be an exciting trip. Is there anything that like that you planned already? Because it's all inclusive, right?
It is all inclusive.
So what like it comes with it?
Unlimited drinks, unlimited room service.
No. I meant like, is there like certain activities that are included that you? Go
I believe there are certain excursions.
Oh, okay.
I don't know specifically. A lot of the excursions are extra, because the all-inclusive thing pretty much just covers all your drinks and food and
Oh, okay.
all the amenities that are there. But some of the excursions are a little different. I'm sure if you want to do things like jet skiing or like parasailing, you'll have to pay extra. That's how it was when we went to Mexico. I'm sure you have to pay a little bit extra for those kinds of things, like snorkeling, scuba diving, any of that kind of stuff. Scuba diving, I don't know if they even offer that. But yeah,
gliding.
yeah. I will say, we'll be staying at the Hard Rock Cafe in in Punta Cana.
What? I did not know that. That's dope.
Yeah, I'm not telling you guys when, because y'all better show up.
Yeah,
Weird.
We don't know how successful this season's gonna be.
Yeah. But apparently every room comes with like there's a guitar in every room, like a Fender Stratocaster.
There's one in
Atlantic City,
and there's also one in Florida.
Is that a thing in those ones too?
I believe so, because it's. Are they all shaped as a guitar?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming.
Are they all? No, I don't think the one in the DR is.
Oh, the one in Universal Studios, the hotel is shaped.
Yeah.
Like a guitar.
Yeah, that's dope. That's
It is
dope. But also, like, a few of my friends are guitar players, so like they can just go there and still be practicing for the band, which is.
Oh, that's wild. I would never.
Excuse me.
If I was a guitarist in your band,
yeah,
and I'm going for your 21st birthday party in the Dominican
but they
Republic,
find it fun.
Oh, that's fair. That's true. I mean, if like that's something that they really
dude, they're probably gonna get wasted and then go to the room and be like, yeah.
No, probably not.
Oh,
I don't think so. Maybe that's like a late night thing, but I don't think so because I feel like I would still be.
I'm excited. I'm excited for like. Low key, some of the best part of like going away with your friends on vacation are those nights where like everybody ends up in one hotel room, like out of nowhere. I love that. That's like such a fun thing, you know?
Yeah, of
it's
course.
Like, guys, house party in my hotel room, 3 doors down. Let's go.
That's actually dope.
Right down the hall.
Well, you guys are older now, so I think a lot of you guys have the confidence to like talk to random strangers to make new friends. Did you guys make new friends? When you guys went the first time?
Hell yeah. In Mexico? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There was a super annoying kid, though. There was a super annoying kid.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say his name, too, because he's never going to watch this, and I'm sure there's a million of these in the world. His name was Grayson, okay? The thing about the Mexico trip, the Hard Rock's a little different, because they have sections of it that are kid-oriented, but as a whole, I would argue that it's relatively adult-oriented.
Okay.
Right? The resort we went to in Mexico was very kid-oriented, like very family-oriented. So there was a lot of kids. This kid Grayson was like 11 or 12 years old, 14 maybe, 14. He was like, my sister's age is right now. And oh my God, was he annoying. He was just like harassing the ladies and like he had a potty mouth saying that the ladies in the group get no bitches.
Oh my God.
I was like, what's good with this kid?
What is happening?
We were playing water sports in like the public pool with like the entertainment staff, and he was like going way too hard, and he was like throwing a fit. I was like, get this kid out of here. I'm about to get over there and deal with him myself. by educating him about how it's good to be nice to people.
Yeah, not physically assaulting him.
I would never do that to a kid.
Yeah.
Why would I do that? I would never do that to a human unless I was
No,
provoked.
I mean, I literally pushed that guy because he was trying to pickpocket.
Well, okay, yeah, like in that scenario, I would maybe, but out of pure anger for their personality, maybe not.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real honest.
Yeah.
I can't wait for all y'all to come back so I can hear all about the drama. And I'm not trying to put that out there, but I love our friend group. But we be sitting at home for like hours, and all of a sudden, drama.
Yes, this is true. This is true. But I'm hoping that the stars align, and since it's going to be my 21st birthday party, that hopefully everybody will just be civil enough to respect and love each other for just 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
For just 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
I always get scared. This is irrelevant to my friend group. I always get scared going on vacations with people who are in couples. Because,
interesting.
Well, because what if they want to fucking, like, what if something happens?
They're like, we're breaking up on this trip right now.
Exactly. And I'm not saying this is anyone specific in my group. I'm just saying, generally speaking, what happens if somebody, like, cheats on the vacation and then they find out? What do you do, bro?
That could be a big possibility on the trip, too. But I don't think our friend group wouldn't do that. But
no, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying,
I
like,
know.
I've thought about the scenario, and it's like,
for me,
that's tough.
For me, it's not couples. It's new people. Like when I was visiting Ariana and going with Stephanie, like I obviously I know them, but I've never done a trip with them. So I was just really worried that I was gonna want to like kill myself the like first night. So I'm thankful that I just think I have overall like a lot of patience on trips too, because I just have like an understanding of it's a new environment. Mm-hmm. We are now seeing each other instead of for like 4 or 5 hours of a hangout. We're seeing each other 24/7 or for however long that you're gonna stay with them. So I understand those things are a bit different. So you're just gonna have like a little balance there. But it was actually overall really well. Like Stephanie was great and Ariana was a great host. So
yeah, well, clearly you've had a lot of fun.
That was really good.
I got a lot of things to look forward to. One day, this is a joke. Maybe we can take all of our viewers on one big fun vacation.
Oh, word?
Now we're gonna vlog. We're gonna vlog and we're gonna show you guys our experience. We're gonna vlog our trip to the nation's capital, and we're going to show you guys what we're going through. Let us know if you'd like that. Yeah. I think some of our audience would like that, but we're running up to an hour now, close to it. So we'll wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching the first episode. We're like super excited that the podcast is still going strong and everything. It's been a lot of fun to see. And also, holy shit, that today, like our time right now, this is going to be a little bit in the future for you guys. But that last TikTok that we posted about the McDonald's and Wendy's nuggets, holy shit, guys.
We had a lot of engagement on that one.
Lots of engagement, lots of comments, lots of follows from it. Thank you guys. I mean, stuff like that is always fun because our like little debates like that is that's always gonna make for content. I think like
of course
people are very passionate about Wendy's and McDonald's chicken nuggets. Just thank you guys for like interacting with each other, and we got to talk to a lot of you guys through it, and we made some funny jokes. This one guy commented Burger King, and I replied to him. I said invalid. I said not an option, opinion invalid.
Or void.
Yeah, opinion is void, and he goes, oh man. He goes, oh man, well I guess if I have to then McDonald's, and then he put a sad face, and I was like no, it's okay. But no, it was just funny interacting with you guys. Again, just thank you.
That was the goal of building a community, you know?
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed my Mardi Gras stories.
I'm sure they did.
If you want to see some pictures of my trip, follow me on Instagram.
Follow us
at Senor Mario Rodriguez. Do not spell out Senor, though. It's
SR.
Yeah, SR period. Mario Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy. To Kate, Misha, Ariana, I hope if you did listen to this, or an Elia, if you did listen to this, I hope you enjoyed. And I'm hoping that when it's posted, we didn't expose any of you. So
I don't think so. We kept it relatively tame.
Yeah.
All right, well.
No, it was definitely tamed. I told all the stories that weren't too crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. don't imply that anything crazier happened. I mean,
Stuff definitely.
It was
Mardi Gras. Yeah, he gets it. He gets it.
Thank you all for watching.
Love you guys.
See ya.